asked if how I can add voice recording to my note. And this is a test to see if I can restart a voice recording to my note.
Anything you want to talk there about?
I mean, I've been having to rely on the children that my ex-wife blessed me with for financial support. I haven't been able to drive. I think I'm quite sane enough. I mean, I can get here on a bicycle, you know, and I feel healthy lately. I have discipline. I practice martial arts 3 times a week. I medicate myself with melatonin, for example, to get better sleep. I mean, and I take, you know, what I am able to get your office to prescribe that I can't get over the counter. I take what works for me, you know, so.
I'll let her know that. Is it okay if I get a weight real quick?
You can just.
Blood pressure?
Yeah, you can do the vitals.
I saw the weight on that, but not blood pressure. Do you have a preference what I'm taking on?
No, I'm good. Either one.
Just do your left on me now. Put this on a finger. Top number is just right on the edge. You got 140 over 78. Not bad. Just a little high, but not bad. So.
I had to ride my bike. That's probably why my. And this thing was like constrictive on my circulation.
And then heart rate was 93.
Is that good or? Cool.
And then oxygen level is 99, so those are good.
Sweet.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go some everything. She'll talk to you, and then she'll be right in. Okay.
All right.
Perfect.
Hello there, Joe. Here we go. Let me just pick this up here and get us started, and then you can tell me what you're here for today. I have here a 52-year-old male who's here for follow-up today. So, Joe, what's on the agenda for today for you? I don't see anything that really explains what the visit is specifically for.
Hymns de la Kesh.
Sorry, I don't understand what you're saying.
For the good of all and the harm of none.
Okay, well, let's be more specific because we only have 20 minutes. What did you want to talk about today?
Okay. You see this little book here?
Mm-hmm. It says the Constitution of the United States of America. Yeah.
All right. I'm aware of my rights as well as my responsibilities. Doctor, a good Samaritan might offer to have my car's windshield that was broken by a falling branch from a diseased tree I had tried to get the property management to save in the spring of this year fixed.
I'm sorry, but Joe, this doesn't really have anything to do with me as your doctor.
Right.
You have to be really concise because we only have 20 minutes.
I'm just saying
get
that
to the point, okay?
you're working for the Good Samaritan medical industry, right?
I am working as a doctor. I'm not working for the Good Samaritan medical industry as any other role. I practice medicine. That's all I do.
Okay, well, we're working with medicine today, not prescription drugs or anything like that. The well-being of your patient here, okay? That's all.
You have about 10 minutes left, so go on.
I have brought the paperwork, and I left a note in my chart ahead of this appointment, requesting that the offices make sure that you read the letter that my mom submitted to you basically, and to the management of this facility.
I didn't receive the letter. I just got back this morning, but it wouldn't make any difference anyway. I don't accept personal letters from people that were outside of my practice. Your mom is not my patient, so I wouldn't really take her letters for any particular reason unless there was something medical related to it, but certainly not for any.
The well-being of my family and me revolves around my family interactions. And why do you have a problem with that?
It is typical for males to try to call female doctors by their first names, and out of solidarity to my female colleagues, I do not go by anything but my official title in the office. You'll have to respect that if you wish to continue this conversation. It is you're here in the office.
Fair enough. Yeah. Okay, we'll be friendly about that. You know, if you care to work with me, like I said when I first brought the paperwork in to have it filled out, because the judge that judged my case that I was in an hour and a half long phone call with decided to give you the power of deciding whether or not I'm in my right mind and physical capacity to drive a vehicle, an automobile. Now wait, please.
I'm going to let you finish, and then I'll tell you what the deal is.
Now, when I brought that paperwork in and tried to, get you to fill it out on my behalf, I had said you can, prescribe me anything to the prescription pharmacy, and I'll go down and pick it up and start taking it faithfully.
You also told me that you were not going to take anything. You said that very specifically, and I documented it in our first visit on the subject. You said, I'm not taking anything. I'll tell you what.
I said I hadn't been taking.
I can tell you what then. If that's what you're willing to do, then I think we have a deal. What I would require in order to clear you for driving would be for you to be in a long-acting injectable, which you mean you get a monthly injection of your medication. They have that form now. And you'd have to be on the medication for 3 months for you to be in compliance.
Okay, well, the thing is the time has passed. I'm okay without any injections in myself.
Yeah,
and my body is my.
Yeah, I'm not okay with that though, Joe.
Okay, and what you're okay with or not have to do with.
You're not getting any paperwork from me that I don't feel comfortable signing. That's the bottom line.
And why don't you feel comfortable signing anything?
Because you are. I'm going to say this for the last time, Joe, and then this appointment is over because we're not going to have this discussion a third time. I'm going to say it one more time, and I want you to be clear on this. You are not in compliance with treatment for the medical condition for which the police took away your license. Until you
the police didn't take away my license.
I have a police report that specifically says that you were behaving in a less than stable manner and that you were saying things.
The squirt gun.
No, that's not what they said. They said that you were ranting about aliens and things like this that made them feel that you were not competent to drive. They also observed you to be driving unsafely.
What does ranting about aliens have to do with competency of driving?
You know what?
And your professional is at risk if I were to go out and drive and get into some crazy accident, which I have. You can look at my record.
I'm not going to clear you to drive unless you are taking your medication for 3 months. Period.
Okay, well, my dad did say, getting this injection once every couple months or something. He has gained quite a bit of weight, though. But, like I said, I'm physically fit and in my own sound mind, in my opinion. And honestly, I don't trust your injections or your drugs.
Okay, then we're kind of in because we're not going to. You can't treat yourself for this.
I'm a homeopathic person.
I'm sorry, but I'm not going to sign.
I see you for the care of my body.
Okay, Joe, I'm going to have.
And my mental well-being.
Joe, you're out of time now.
Okay, when's your next appointment?
I'm not going to have you scheduled for this purpose anymore. We're not going to discuss
this isn't fair. You can't sit here.
I can do whatever I like. I can fire you as a patient. I can say I won't see
I've
you
asked
anymore.
for your office to give me another doctor.
So have I, and I will ask them again because we're not going to discuss this anymore, Joe. I have made my position clear. The only circumstances under which I will sign a paper for you is if you are compliance with medication recommendations offered by psychiatry. That means that you would need to take a free
Meanwhile,
monthly.
Meanwhile, I'm relying on my children for economic support
Yeah,
from
I'm
my
sorry
ex-wife.
about that, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna make it unsafe for other people
Okay,
to
so
survive.
what drug is it that you're recommending?
So I will reach out to psychiatry and I would ask them, probably it would be either Abilify for a monthly injection, risperidone, or olanzapine. Those would be the typical medications that I believe.
I've
were on
taken
the past.
Abilify before. Why can't we just send a prescription to the...
Because I don't believe that you will take it unless we do it as a long-acting injectable, Joe. I'm not based on what you said. You told me outright in so many words that you will not take any medication. You've said it during this conversation that you don't believe you need medication unless it's a long-acting injectable administered at the office. I do not believe that you will be in compliance. So it'll have to be a long-acting injectable administered at my office or the psychiatric office.
I'm beyond cars anyway.
Okay. Well, I think we're out of time now, unfortunately, so let's go ahead and finish the appointment.
Precisely 7 minutes for a 20-minute scheduled appointment. How more claustrophobically driven can you make a patient feel?
It's like having sex when you don't want to. Like, I have to take the hot beef injection. Like, what is this? Well, if I want to drive, I gotta bend over for the medical industry, I suppose.